Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Alfonz. Alfonz is from Serbia, but he lives in London. So let's see what Alfonz has to say. Enjoy the interview. Can you hear me?
Hi, yes, now yes. Hi,
Hello,
how you doing?
Alfonz. How are you?
Long time, very long time.
Long time. I was thinking now. I think the last time I saw you, we were on the bus stop, or we were waiting for the bus. Remember?
Very possible, yes.
Yes. I remember it was early morning. I was going to work, and I remember we just bumped each other.
Yes, I remember now that you mention it, yeah.
I think it was before the pandemic. Before the pandemic started. I think, if I'm not wrong.
Possible. Don't remember that much.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
So
how are you?
I've been good. Yeah, working hard as always. Enjoying the. My God, you see the weather in London today? Do you see?
Oh my
goodness.
Tough. Very hard. Right.
I think tomorrow as well. It's gonna be very hot. I think.
Yeah.
I think everyone always wishing for good weather, and suddenly just come like this big heat.
You know how it feels, big city.
Yeah.
So much dust. I have. Sorry for my voice. I might feel. You hear me like talking from a barrel, but my nose is completely stuck. I have this high fever.
Oh,
it's
my
horrible.
God.
So I hope it's gonna cool down quickly. At least the rain one day would be nice to cool down this heat. Yeah, but I'm really struggling with this
weather.
Yes.
It's the pollen, isn't it? The pollen. Every year happen to you, or just sometimes?
No, it's getting stronger every year, to be honest. I never had this issue before as much, but this year really get to me really hard.
I see.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and I think let's wait for this wave to pass by, so things gonna get better.
Hopefully, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Alfonso, tell me before we start the game. Tell me, where are you from?
Well, I'm born in Serbia. I'm half Hungarian as well. So yeah.
I see. So, but where you grew up, in Hungary, or in Serbia?
In Serbia.
I see. Yeah. And what is your mom from Hungary, or how things?
Well, really, none of them are from Hungary. Just from my mom's side, her family lineage is from Hungary, but they always lived on territory of Serbia because I don't know exactly how many years ago, but after the First World War, there was Austro-Hungarian territory, which was basic Hungarian. Today, and they give this territory to Serbs as a gift because they helped them in the war. So that's why in that particular area where I'm coming from is a very mixed population because of this reason. So a lot of Serbs and Hungarian mixed after that. So yeah, half. That's why I'm saying half. My mom's side is Hungarian, where my father would be Serbian.
I see, but you can speak both languages or not?
Yes, I can speak both. Hungarian I don't use anymore as much, so it's difficult to remember. Not as fluent as before, but I understand everything.
I see. I think now you made me remember. Now I think Alan as well. He's half both, isn't he?
It's the same story with Alan. Yes, it's the same story actually.
I see. And of course, you live in London, of course. How long have you been in London for?
It's been 10 years this year. So yeah, big number. Yeah.
And why London?
Well, to be honest, it wasn't planned. It just really happened. Alan, as you know, you're my friend Alan. So we know each other from back home. We used to work together. He used to be a waiter and I used to be a pizza chef, and he already been here to London, stayed at his brother's place for about 2 years, and he came back home, and I wanted to go somewhere as well, because sometimes I would go for summer jobs in Montenegro, so I wanted to try something else as well, and he was like, why don't you come with me? He can help me out. He already been here, so we can share a nice house and all that. And that's how it happened. I decided, yeah, why not? It's a good idea. Why not try? And here I am 10 years later.
Wow, celebration. My goodness, that's
Yeah.
amazing. And tell me, what do you do for a living, Alfonz?
I'm a chef, professional chef.
And what do you like the most about your job? What's the best part of it?
Oh, well, it's nice when you make people happy, with your creation. That's very satisfying, the compliment from the guest, or just in general when you know that you did a good job, or the whole team did a good work. It's very pleasurable for me. I find great pleasure in that. So yeah, just making people happy with your food, I guess, and yourself.
Amazing. I think when you work doing something that is gonna give some impact in other people's life or moments,
Yes.
I think that's what's the best part of working, and knowing that somehow we are creating some experience or some memories for other people around us. I think that's what makes us grateful for our work.
Yeah, exactly. It's very important.
Absolutely. Alfonz, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Let's do it. I'm excited.
Amazing, amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So this is my best friend. Full of random fun questions. I'm just going to play a song now just for us to move a little bit, for you to forget a little bit about your high fever before we start the game, okay?
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so before we start the game, if there is a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, I always can change, okay? It's all very friendly, okay? Let's do it. First question for you is, in your opinion, what do you think people need to know about each other before they start a relationship?
Oh, that's a very good question. Well, I think, just basic things. I think what they like in life, what goal they have, what kind of personality they have. Are they easygoing or more closed, and how can you approach that if you really like someone that way? You try to kind of puzzle you together. I don't know. Depending on for who is what important. For someone is important a long hair or a short hair, then you would look at those things. But I think on a bigger scale, you need to take some time as well with that person and to go through some experiences together before you really know them,
Absolutely. And do you think that in a big city like London, it's easy to have a relationship, or it's difficult, or for you it's all the same?
I think compromise, in the beginning for sure is hard, depending where is who positioned in a city, and working hours, it can be very difficult to find free time for each other. It's a busy city. So yeah, but I think it's possible. If people really want that relationship, you gotta work for it. So it's not easy. I'm sure the beginnings are the hardest, and then if the relationship survives and you're willing to put the effort, I think it's possible. Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree as well. I think it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter the place. It's just about how you're going to connect with the person. And as you said, make time for the relationship. That's all what matters, and what make it count makes. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Next question. Let's do it. Okay, Alfonz. Next question for you is, what is your favorite guilt pleasure TV show?
Oh, TV show. I don't really think I watch a lot of TV, to be honest. But I like all this new stuff every now and then. I watch a lot of Friends for some reason. It just goes in the background, so I probably went through it a few times, like all the episodes ever. So yeah, I think Friends would be the one.
And back home, do you remember like watching, what's your favorite shows or program back home?
Oh, I don't know. I always liked crime, maybe the How to Become a Millionaire or those shows as well, the quiz shows. I think it would have something similar to that. Music channels, concerts, this type of thing.
And saying that, in London, the Serbia community is quite big, Alfonz, or not? Do not a lot of people?
Yeah. I don't personally know a lot of them, but I know there is a big community around Notting Hill. Yeah.
I see. Good. Next question. Let's do it. Before the next one, I was checking your profile and I could see the name of your city is Subotica.
Yeah, Subotica.
Subotica. Tell me about the city. Tell me, if I would come to the city for the very first time, what should be the place that I should visit? What I should see?
Well, you should see the city center. I think it's beautiful. We have the tower center. It's an old building with a equal to Big Ben, obviously, but not as tall. So it's a smaller version of a Big Ben. That's why you should imagine. Yeah, it's just a beautiful old kind of style of a town. Not too big. It's about 250,000 maybe people. But yeah, I think you would enjoy it.
And how far?
Like a city center.
And how far is from the capital?
It's about 2.5 hour drive.
Okay, I see. Cool. Next question for you is, what is the biggest difference between you and your best friends?
Oh, that's a good one. What's the biggest difference? Yeah, he can go without too much sleep, where I just need my sleep. So he can be fresh after 5 hours or 6 hours of sleep, where I would be a complete zombie if I sleep only 6 hours. So maybe that one would be the biggest one, yeah.
And what's the big similarity?
That we are loud when we passionate about things. We just yell at each other for no reason. Just, yeah, be loud.
And your best friends, they are back, most of them, they are back to Serbia as well, or you have some good friends in London?
I have some, I know Adam, Alan's brother. With him I keep in touch. There's a couple more. But yeah, I always try to visit my friends when I go back, but none of them really ever been to stayed in London. So rather than Alan and his brother that I know.
And how often do you go back home, Alfonz?
Well, now because of Corona, I haven't been in about 3 years, but I always try to go, if not every year, then every second. Yeah, at least for a week.
And do you see yourself living in London for a long while?
Well, eventually I would like something more peaceful, or maybe on the outskirts even, or maybe on a shore. I've always dreamt of living by the sea, so maybe, something around that location would be lovely. But yeah, I don't know how long, but hopefully.
Good. Next one. Let's do it. Next question for you is, what would your ideal life look like?
Oh, ideal life. You just have a lot of free time, so you can spend it with your friends and family, enjoying life. Again, somewhere sunny next to the beach. The ideal holiday life. Yeah, just play some sports, surf, barbecues at night with friends and family. A lot of people around. Fun, joy. music, you know, those things.
I think that, do you have family in London, or do you have any other
No,
family in the part of the world, or all your family are back in Serbia?
no, I have an uncle in California, and my cousin is in Texas. Some families in Hungary, some in Serbia, but none of them are in London. No, I don't have family in London. No.
All right. Next question for you. Let's do it. Before the next one, as I can see how much you enjoy your job, but there's always a challenging part. What that would be?
The hours sometimes could be challenging, and just the pace of the industry itself. Pace. When it's busy, you know, you need to rush constantly, and sometimes you have to stay there longer and help out, and you're already on a long day anyway, so you know, those things.
All right. Next question is, what has been the happiest point of your life?
Ooh, the happiest point of my life. That's a good question. I'm not sure if I ever thought about it.
On one of the happiest points, when you think about, you go like, wow, that was something to remember.
I think when I finished the school for chef, maybe that was really because I didn't thought I'm gonna finish it, because me and my teacher had a really strange relationship. So I thought I'm not gonna pass the last exam, but I did. So it was a big relief. I think I was really happy that day.
And when was the moment that you thought, okay, I was born to work as a chef, to have a career as a chef? There was a moment, or you always liked cooking?
Well, it seems challenging. I think I fried the first egg when I was like five years old, and as simple as it sounds, you know, just frying an egg, I burned it. So I was very upset that I couldn't do such a basic thing, you know. And then I think from that moment on, and my father was a pastry chef, so he's not far from, you know, some sort of a roots, you know, family, and I was always connected to those things. So yeah.
And as a chef, what do you like to cook the most? What's something that you go like, okay, that's my favorite dish to make it?
Ooh, always something new, I guess. Or something new that you create is always your favorite, you know, in a way, because it's new. And you always try to experiment a little bit, maybe, and come up with new things. I think that's the most exciting.
And what's the most traditional food in Serbia, Alfonz?
Love meat. I love grilled meat. Just meat in general. Pork, beef. Yeah. It's beef. Meat in general. Yeah.
Interesting. In Brazil as well, we tend to eat a lot of meat in Brazil. It's even in the south. In the south of Brazil, we have the thing about all these meats that you can find in Europe or in London. Most of them, they come from south of Brazil. Okay. It's very well known they love meat.
Barbecues. Yeah.
Next one. Hey, Alfonz from Serbia. Next question for you is, what does happiness mean to you?
What is happiness meaning to me? It means being positive, sharing love and light and peace, being in peace with yourself and in love, and share that with others. Happiness, you know, happy to be alive, to be in this moment, to live in this time.
Do you think that happiness is a choice?
Yes, I think it is. Why
do you think it's a choice?
Because it's a state of mind, and you can always try. I know there are difficult situations and times in life, but you can always try. Not all. You should try to put yourself always in a positive state and try to see the positive side of the story and try to learn from it. And try to be happy. Don't try to be sad about things, because everything is happening to you for a reason. So you should cherish everything what happens to you and take it in a more best possible way.
The other day, I was reading something or watching something. I don't remember, but this person said, if you write down in the paper like things that you have no idea how much it will bring happiness, because sometimes we forget how much we have, and sometimes we complain about things, but we have a lot that we have no idea. And just the feeling of write down things that we have, it brings happiness.
Yeah, true.
Ready for another one?
Ready, yes.
Let's do it. Right, next question for you is, what's the best present have you ever received?
Ooh, the best present I ever received. A bathrobe.
Oh!
For Christmas. I always wanted to have one, and I never had one, so that was really cool. I really wanted one.
And who gave it to you?
My girlfriend.
Oh, look your smile.
Yes.
Is your girlfriend from Serbia as well?
No, she's originally from Philippines, but she's born in London.
Oh, wow. And how did you guys met?
Social media.
Oh my God, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And how long have you been together for?
It's been 2 years now. Almost 2 years.
Is the one you sent me the picture together?
Yes.
Oh my God, yes. When I saw it, I was like, oh my God, they look a bit like too close in this picture.
Yeah.
Amazing, very good. Next one, let's do it. Right, next question for you is, tough one now. So if someone come up to you, say, okay, Alfonz, you need to remove from your phone forever, yeah? Social media altogether, like Instagram, Facebook, or all the social media platforms, or YouTube. Which one would you choose and why?
YouTube is a good source of a lot of information and the videos, and you can see those people, in some videos. So maybe I would keep YouTube, Facebook and all that. They are good actually as well. Just so you can keep in touch with some friends that you don't see that often, that's nice. It's a tough question actually, you see.
Yeah.
YouTube is good too. Okay, if I have to pick, then let's get rid of YouTube. Because there can be another Netflix like YouTube, so you have kind of YouTube, but it's actually a Netflix,
You are tricky, yeah?
Yeah, that can be worked out, I'm sure. So, YouTube.
And which platform on social media you use the most?
I think Instagram and Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I have you on Instagram, actually. I'm going to check it out. I'm not sure if I have you there.
Okay.
I'll check it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Next one. Let's go. Okay, next question for you is, this question is very good for you. What is your favorite kitchen smell?
Kitchen smell?
Yeah.
As a smell? Ooh, vanilla.
Why?
I just like it. It's pretty nice.
Do you prefer more of savory or sweet?
It depends what part of the day. I really like sweet. I think I have a sweet tooth, so let's go for sweet.
See, and what do you like to cook the most that your friend likes, or what do you like that she likes the most?
Ricotta gnocchi, the favorites at the moment. So I go for that. Ricotta gnocchi, homemade, obviously.
She likes cooking as well.
She doesn't mind. Yeah, she's not big on cooking, but she cooks quite often. Yeah.
You are the one in charge of cooking.
Not really, no. I'm not a boss at home at all. Just at work.
Amazing. Right, I have 3 questions left for you, okay? Let's do it.
Okay.
Talking about food, if you can share like one of the situation that you have at work, like cooking, that you go like, okay, that was one of my best experience at work, and why?
Well, anyway, special events. I've done a lot of events. Sometimes they would be themed, so there'd be a special theme going on, and you would have to create a menu around that. And when something goes well, you're really happy. So it was about 80 people. We will have to reconstruct this 1970s menu that was in this members club's wall hanging, and then you need to kind of put our modern touch on it, but it would be the same menu like in 1976 in this club.
Wow.
So that was really cool, yeah. And we did it for about 80 people, and everybody loved it, and gave us all an applause. So it was like a theater. It was really cool to experience something like that. So
That's amazing. That's amazing. So literally you guys created like a new menu, like just for this party.
Event. So there was the menu was already basically written. So it was the same menu that they used 50 or 40 years ago. We just kind of used the same ingredients and just kind of have a little modern twist on it. But the main produce that was written, for example, mackerel, or what else was with that, we would play around it.
I see. In your opinion, Alfonz, what do you think that's the people that they don't know much about work in the kitchen, people who doesn't work, what's something that they have no idea that you guys go through in your workplace?
Yeah, I think they're undervalued in a lot of cases. Back of house workers in general, because the guests don't really see, and they always expect everything to be spot on. The chef is challenging work because sometimes your suppliers wouldn't deliver the quality or on time, so they would all kind of challenge his work because he wouldn't be able to maybe provide the excellent service as was expected from him, But yeah, just long hours on feet, hot environment, really hot environment.
As I remember as well, working in the hotel, and as you know, we were very close to the kitchen space.
Yes.
And I remember look at it, like it can be very stressful as well because there's so many orders coming at the same time. And if something goes wrong, it can affect all the orders as well. You know what
Absolutely. So one mistake could affect many people's meals. Yes. Yeah.
And I remember, like you guys, like literally just on. You don't have like sometimes time to breathe properly. You are so concentrated, like with the the whole process of the food to get the right point. It can be very challenging. I think people sometimes they have no idea. And nowadays there are so many of those shows now that they show a lot about cooking. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
People, I think that's why people like a lot, because they realize how stressful can be as well to get the final cut.
Yeah, it's a process.
Long process for sure.
Definitely.
Right. how long can you go without checking your phone?
Oh, it's a good one. I think I'm very bad at this. Maybe a few hours, let's say 3 hours, if I'm having a nap for an hour in between.
You are the kind of person, when you wake up, you go straight away check your phone?
Yes, most of the time, unfortunately, yes.
I think all of us, we have this habit of, it's impossible, isn't it, not to have a look a little bit to see what's going on in the world.
Just to see the news, that's the first thing. Unfortunately, it's true. It's not a good habit. So if you don't do it, just keep it that way.
If you don't do it in the morning, you're gonna do it in the evening anyway before going to sleep. So that one way or another.
You see, I don't do it when I go to sleep. I really try not to take my phone into a bed. But when I get up, then yes.
It's a habit.
Yeah.
2 questions left for you. Okay. Let's do it. Before the next one, Alfonz, you know those 2 years that the world went upside down regarding the COVID crisis, and of course, hospitality was one of the main business around the world that was affected. Actually, I never thought one day that hospitality tourism would be affected because, as you know, the world never stops. There are so many people traveling, people going to the restaurants, and for leisure. In your opinion, for you, what's the biggest positive impact that COVID brought to your personal life, and also what's the negative one, if you can share?
The positive, maybe we all had time to look at ourselves and the lives we were living. Everything slowed down, so you could reflect. And I'm sure a lot of people maybe changed certain ways of living for a betterment, which is good. Maybe start living healthier, and so I think that would be the positive. The negative, I don't know, maybe people are a bit disconnected, there's a lot of scarcity, which is not good, obviously. People are maybe more closed, they're not really so open to engage anymore as before. So that would be a negative side.
Do you think that because of that, people, they are more connected now after things are going back to normal again?
Well, they definitely are more connected, but I think that there is always that mentally. I think we kind of, when you go through something like this, it's always there in a way, at least for some time. COVID, we don't talk about it that much anymore, but it's still around. So, it's important to be protected in the same time.
For sure. Next question is, what is the weirdest dream you ever had?
That I was in a Picasso painting. I was inside the painting. Oh, sorry. Yes, I was in a Picasso painting, and I was searching for some brush as a objective or some sort, Yeah, it was very strange. Very strange.
When was that dream? Was it a long time ago or recently?
Yeah, probably 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah.
Amazing. Ready for the last one?
Sure.
Ready. Do it. Last question.
Let's do it.
But before the last question, people watching the interview right now, would you like to start a career as a chef? What would be your best piece of advice?
Best piece of advice. Be ready for it. Grind, learn as much as you can. Be dedicated. Love what you do. Respect each other, everyone around you, and just grind, learn.
Amazing. Just go for it.
Just go for it.
Right. Last question for you is that a dream you always had?
Yeah, well, I'm interested in a lot of other things in life, so I always want to be connected to kitchen in some way. Maybe but not necessarily like being inside the kitchen every day, you know. Think to have a more peaceful life as you're getting older, you know. So maybe doing some run a business or those directions. Still be connected with food in some way. Yeah.
And saying that, Alfonz, what do you, in your opinion, what's the best part of living in a city like London, and what's the most challenging part?
Ooh, the most challenging part would be that you want to see your friends, sometimes it takes hours to get to see them. So you spend a lot of time traveling or getting from A to B. Mm-hmm. Especially when it's weather like this, when it's hot, it's really, really bad being inside the underground or in a bus. The most positive thing is that I think there's a lot of opportunity always around. You know, whatever you've been doing, you can always find your space and people that like the same thing as you. You know, you can strive as a community. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And sometimes you bump up to old friends that you haven't seen for a while.
Absolutely, yeah. Sometimes happens.
Right, it's not the end yet. Okay, let's play now the word association game. I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Okay, let's do it.
So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. Money.
Problems.
Yes. Family.
Love.
How about sex?
Pleasure.
One word for love.
Oh, us.
Oh, life.
Live.
Politics.
Business.
Religion.
Peace.
Fear.
Happiness.
One word for friendship.
Always.
Desire.
More.
Regret.
Don't.
Success.
Success. Life.
One word for wish.
Wish. Happiness.
And how about happiness? One word.
Happiness. Happiness and joy.
One word for London.
London, England.
Let me see if I'm going to say the name of your city again right. One word for Subotica.
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 Subotica. London.
London, how come?
It's an opposite. Sometimes in Subotica, sometimes in London.
One word for Serbia.
Serbia. It's my home.
Easy. And the last one now, chef. One word.
Chef. Good chef.
Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your lovely girlfriend for a coffee, okay? And I'm going to ask her, what is the most beautiful thing about Alfonz, and what's something that he still needs to work on to improve on? What should say?
I think that could be sassy sometimes, so it can kind of lift up the energy with just being stupid, you know, just doing silly things. And but I can improve maybe remembering sometimes things that I forget. Remembering more certain things.
All right, let's play now Alfonz and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. But all right, you can ask me a question now.
Okay, the question is, what made you do this channel? What was your motive behind it?
Right. So when we were talking about the COVID crisis, I remember when everything started, and I think all of us know we had this challenging time thinking, wondering what's happening to the world, what's going on. And at the same time as well, I think a lot of people they start doing things that maybe they never thought about, or doing some creativity things, find a way to survive in a way. And I always wanted to do something on social media or YouTube that I could connect with people around the globe, where I could express myself and also let people express themselves as well. Saying that, I went for a run in the park one day, and I remember it was like the very start of the lockdown, when I was feeling not in a good place. I was confused, I was feeling a bit anxious. And I went for a run in the park, and this idea just came along. Literally, this idea came along. But this kind of interaction, I always done in my life. When I remember looking back when I was a teenager, I remember like doing this interaction with people, with friends, going like, oh, tell me something interesting about your school, or about your family, or what's your favorite color, this kind of interaction. And so this channel, Alfonz, is something that it for me is so natural when I do it, that I even forget that I'm recording. I forget that, you know what I mean. Sometimes when I edit the video, I go like, oh my God, what did I say that? It's so natural for me that for me it's something that I think I meant to do that. I think I came to this world to do this project I'm doing right now, because it just brings me happiness, and it's so nice to talk to people and with friends, people that's crossed my life for some reason, and it's good to see them again and see them sharing their opinion, and also connect with other people as well. So yeah, the whole idea, it's about being myself, it's about expressing myself the same way as well, letting people that are around me who already crossed my life to express themselves as well, and new people as well, people that I never met before, and they are here, being part of the show. And for some reason, they are part of the project as well, because I couldn't do on my own. You know what I mean? So everything, it's about connect with people. And I'm so grateful that, this idea came along, because now I can connect with the world and let the world connect with other people around the world as well.
Yeah, it's lovely. Well said, William. Thank you very
That's
much.
the whole idea. Thank you. Thanks so much for taking the time. You said you were a bit nervous about it.
Yeah,
but
I am.
You took the challenge, and here we are. I think we just made memories. I imagine people watch the interview. How amazing.
Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you.
No, thanks so much. I really appreciate. But before you go, Alfonz, I'd like you to share a positive message or something that you live by.
Just love and peace, share positivity with the world.
It's gonna take us
Stay true.
Yeah.
It's gonna take us to a better place. Yeah, stay honest and truth, and share positivity. Yeah,
amazing. Thank you so much, and I see you in London sometime soon. Okay, thanks for the interview. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you, William. See you.
Keep in touch. Regards to your girlfriend.
Bye.
Okay. Take care, okay? Take again. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why do you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.